currently working on the review I never thought I would make. That is, I am heating up a frozen dinner, and this is supposed to be from a high-end brand. It was among the most expensive that they were selling, $8 and something cents. And I'm telling myself, this is about as much as I would pay at a restaurant. Let's see if it's a worthy replacement, because now I'm spending the time getting it fixed. I'm creating dishes, of course, the wait time. Whereas if I order something like this at about a similar price at a restaurant, it's possibly a bigger portion. I can order ahead. I don't have to wait. It's between me driving to the place. It's just grab and go, come here, sit down, open it up, eat it. It might be a better buy. So this is just an experiment. I just wanted to see what I get and how it tastes. This is what it looks like. And I can already tell that this is not going to yield a lot, and that the chicken strips is going to be very like selfish. My hand is literally bigger than this. I'm worried. You guys know I don't have a microwave, so I have to pot my way through this. And so far, this is what it's looking like. It looks like a very controlled portion when it comes to the carbs, but the chicken, I'm not convinced. It looks like I'm only getting like 4 strips. Yeah. The sauce, it's Alfredo sauce. I don't see any pieces of green in it, meaning it's not really herby or anything like that. And when it comes to seasoning, I have to see some green speckles up in there. I'm already worried. I can tell that this isn't gonna be all that. And the smell, so far, it smells good. It's just not aromatic. It's like a really plain Alfredo kind of scent. I can tell this isn't gonna wow me. This is the final product. I was kind of paranoid about it not heating up properly since it was frozen as a brick. So I let it kind of overheat a little bit and see if I could give some life to that chicken. It looks like it worked. And in addition, I'm trying to see if I can get rid of that weird frozen bun taste that I tend to pick up from frozen foods. The sauce pretty much evaporated. Let's see. Okay, as associated with Alfredo, it's definitely on the greasy side. It's a little sticky. I think it's the chicken. As I chew on it, something keeps sticking to my teeth. Pretty sure it's the chicken. Flavor-wise, it does not have a lot of flavor. It's exactly as I feared. It smells good, but when you're actually trying to taste it, it's like a whisper of Alfredo, but since it doesn't have any herb to it, it doesn't have aroma. It doesn't have life. The pasta itself, I think that retained a tiny bit of that frozen taste that I describe, but it's definitely not as strong as I have experienced from microwaved items. I remember a long time ago at Walmart, they used to sell this fettuccine Alfredo with grilled chicken. It was super greasy. It was super unhealthy, of course, but it had a good taste, and it did have like green squares sprinkled over it. That's the flavor I'm looking for with Alfredo, but this doesn't have it. And remember, this is supposed to be a high-end brand, and it's about $8. And as you can see, this is a small bowl, and that's all that I'm getting. This would have been better to order from a restaurant, because even though I'm paying twice as much, at least the portion size would have been bigger. And I think that at least with the protein, it would have been much more. Let me have another nibble, just another nibble. Yep, There's really no flavor to it. I think I can pick up on the taste of the pasta alone more than anything else. And at least they tried grilling the chicken, you know, but it's not very flavorful. This, I don't need to get again, but I'm glad I tried it. It reinforces how I can't really eat frozen food like that. I just don't find it good tasting. And when it comes to restaurants, I'm always careful about where I go. I like to go to the small places where I can actually see people putting the food together, and those are definitely fresh. There are some restaurants that you can just tell that it seems like the entree goes through the microwave at some point, and then maybe some of the ingredients may be cooked on the stove, but yeah, you can't fool me. And I'm telling you, the portion size, I was using a bowl like this, and it wasn't even half full. It was like a handful. Someone went like, and then, and that's what they sealed with the plastic lid. All right, if you guys have a favorite frozen pasta and protein meal that you can think of that you liked, what was it? But yeah, the chicken, at least it tries to be good. And overall, I think that what saved this a little bit is the fact that I heated it up on the stovetop as opposed to microwaving it. Because I don't think microwaving it would have done as good a job, especially with that evenly heating it up as that countertop did. It takes longer, but at least I can give it a nice little stir. Maybe I could consider getting this one more time, and then I spice it up to my liking to see if I can save it. Since I'm making it at home, why not?